good tape of it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start here in a minute. But before we start, there are just so many people that I need to thank you that I know I'm not going to do it justice. We never, ever, ever could have done this if we didn't have the help of parents coming in to help us paint props and make costumes. And, of course, Mrs. Davenport and Mrs. Venator and Mrs. Pelt never would have gotten done without the help of so many people. So I thank you so much. No peeking over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there was something I wanted to tell you, too. You know how we were doing the reading program, and it wasn't just our class, because Target gave us so much money that I could invite other kindergarten classes to do it with us. So, you know, they brought back their papers, and one class had 14 children that read, and they read 95 books, and somebody else, this class read 125 books, and well, our class read 605 books. And I have to say, you did it. I mean, that's wonderful. Never, and I've been doing this program for years, I have never, ever had such a great turnout for any month, not even the last month, which is, you know, that's the whole purpose of the program, is to motivate the children to ask to be read to at home. So obviously I have just an outstanding group of children and parents this year, so thank you so much. So I guess that's it, and I hope you enjoy what we've been working on for a while. Hi, Mom. This is gravy, too. It was Christmas Eve, and Marie and her brother Fritz could hardly wait for the party to start. Behind the closed doors of the living room, their parents were decorating for the party. Marie peeked through the keyhole, trying to catch a glimpse of the Christmas tree. Soon, the guests arrived. The big doors were open wide, and there in the middle of the room stood the most beautiful tree Marie and Fritz had ever seen.
Oh, it's the most beautiful tree in the world.
Godfather Drosselmeyer walked into the room, and the guests began to whisper excitedly. Drosselmeyer was a famous toy maker. His toys seemed almost magical. All the guests gathered around to see what kind of toys he had made. Slowly, he opened the green box. 4 toy ballerinas leapt out and started to Then Drosselmeyer opened the red box. Big toy soldiers kicked open the box and began marching. Everyone clapped and cheered. Drosselmeyer gave his goddaughter a special present. It was a wooden nutcracker shaped like a little soldier. Fritz snatched the nutcracker and stuffed the largest walnut in his mouth. Crack, crack, crack! 3 teeth fell out.
That Fritz are hurting him. That ugly doesn't even work.
Drosselmeyer helped Marie tie a handkerchief around the nutcracker's jaw.
Don't worry, your nutcracker will be alright.
Late that night, after the party was over and everyone was in bed, Marie crept quietly downstairs to see her nutcracker one more time. On the floor beside his little bed, she fell fast asleep. Marie didn't see Godfather Drosselmeyer come into the room and fix the nutcracker's jaw. realized that everything around her had grown bigger. Now Marie seemed no bigger than a toy the size of the Nutcracker. Just then, Marie was surrounded by an army of mice. The Nutcracker drew his sword and led the toy soldiers into battle. The toys fought hard, but they were no match for the mice. Marie watched in horror as the Nutcracker's small army was driven back. At last, a mouse seized the Nutcracker's sword.
Hello, oh my poor Nutcracker.
Marie threw her shoe at the king of the mice as hard as she could, and the shoe hit him and knocked him off balance. The Nutcracker quickly grabbed his sword and chased the mice from the room.
Oh my dearest lady, you have saved my life. Now let me take you to my kingdom, the land of skit.
The Nutcracker Prince took Marie's hand and led her through the woods to his palace. Little snow fairies danced all around them, beckoning them on. Marie and the little prince were greeted by a beautiful lady who shimmered like a dewdrop.
Cheese, look there. Now let the dancing begin.
First, a beautifully dressed group did the dance of hot chocolate. Then from Russia came the Cossack dancers. Teapot and did a lively dance.
Yeah.
Mother Ginger wearing a large hoop skirt which held a surprise. A band of mischievous children scampered out and did a playful dance.
No, I got it. I don't know what date is.
At last, the flowers of the land came to perform a lovely waltz, led by the Sugar Plum Fairy. All too soon, it was time for Marie to go home. She and the little prince stepped in his magic sleigh and waved farewell. The next morning, Marie woke up and found the Nutcracker in her arms. Marie smiled and thought of her wonderful night in the land of sweets. Had her adventure been only a dream, or just a bit of Christmas magic? Can you move down a bit, please, Soraya? Move down a little bit this way, Soraya. Down that way. A little bit more. Go ahead. Did we all get out? All right, are you guys okay back there? All right, come on up here, Mrs. Belt and Mrs. Davenport. Come on. All right, ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You guys did such a nice job. And I told you that there's a surprise on that tree over there for you. There are these little bitty Nutcracker ornaments that you can take home today. And you can hang on your tree at home to remember the Nutcracker, okay? All right. And also, back in our classroom, we've got some goodies that the children have been drooling over all morning. So if you have a few extra minutes to come on back to 209. We've got some cookies and things, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to let the kids get out first, just so I don't lose anyone, all right? Go ahead, Devin. You lead us out, please. And Harrison, back there.
Okay, Christopher, go ahead. Go ahead, Callie. You can go to the other tree. Go ahead, guys. Just go ahead and line up behind Christopher over there. Come on, Dakota.
I wonder why. And the visual art. Well, we had 3 winners in our class today. And I want to share this because we think it's a huge honor. Everybody in the school, 3 people from our...
Okay, go ahead, Madison. David, one of these trees. Go on up, find a branch, and put your ornament on.
How do I do?
You can go down and line up over there. You get it on?
Where are we putting our ornaments on?
On either of the trees, Allison. You can have them back at the end, but we're just, yes, please, thanks. You're going to get it back, Allison. We're just going to hang it on there to decorate it. Wonderful. Thank you. Mrs. Pelt.